Dallas, Fort Worth, and surrounding Metroplex, get ready for the hottest new nighttime entertainment show. I've searched all over the Metroplex looking for the hottest undiscovered talent, and guess what? They weren't hard to find. Even better, I'm bringing them straight to you. It's called Kenn Coxx, Catch a Rising Star. I've got singers, dancers, comedians, poets, bands, you name it, I got it. And you don't even have to leave your couch. And it's not the type of show where you boo people off stage or you vote people off and send them home brokenhearted. It's just hard-working entertainers working hard to entertain you. It's called Kenn Coxx, Catch a Rising Star, right here.
What's up, y'all? This is and you're watching Kenn Coxx Now.
What's up? This is Howard Hewitt, and you're watching Kenn Coxx Now. Check it out.
Hey, what up, you guys? This is Girl Biblical Coxx, and you are watching Kenn Coxx Now.
Vandale, yes, sir. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to Kenn Coxx Now. I am out about on the city, and tonight I am in Fort Worth, Texas. I just had the opportunity to see a fantastic saxophone player, Vandale Andrews. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show, Vandale Andrews. Welcome to the show, Vandale.
Thank you for having me.
Man, tell me something about you. Tonight was my first time seeing you perform, and was totally blown away. I never heard of you before, and that's only because I stay in the house a lot. My wife makes me stay home. But tell me about you. Tell the people who you are and what you do.
Okay, well, like I said, my name is Vandale Andrews. I started playing the saxophone when I was about 13 or 14 years old at a jazz summer camp. And right before that summer, I started off on the trumpet. I ended up wanting to try something new. So I switched to the saxophone. Fell in love with jazz music, fell in love with the saxophone, and it was the summer camp was in a historic area in New Orleans called Treme, where Louis Armstrong, you know, kind of grew up. Trombone Shorty, all the jazz greats that you hear come from New Orleans. The Treme area is the mecca of all of that. And so shortly after that summer camp, it was my freshman year in high school, and I decided to go to St. Augustine High School, which is a school that started way back in the 50s for African American boys. It was basically a private school for African American boys to go to in the 50s. And the band, the marching band, was the school's pride and joy. This band has played for presidents, popes, dignitaries, celebrities.
And you played in the band?
And I ruled in that band, yes. Played in the band. Played in the band for 4 years, and I was able to travel all over the world, like the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade in New York City, to the Rose Bowl Parade in Pasadena, California, and stuff like that. And it was then that I realized that music was what I wanted to pursue. You know, this is the lifestyle that I chose. Shortly after graduating in 2005, Hurricane Katrina hit.
Oh yeah.
I evacuated to Dallas, Texas, and ended up staying in the DFW
fantastic.
area.
Well, welcome to Dallas. If nobody has told you so far. Man, I got to tell you, when a person finally decides what it is he or she wants to do with for the rest of their life, that means you've tapped in on your gift, your God-given gift, your natural gift. And for you to decide that you're going to make your living as an entertainer, that means that you have shut off everything else and you're totally focused on that. I'm excited about it. So now tell me, what are some of the major things you've done in your career?
Well, we've been blessed to be able to travel abroad. On my first album, I took the band out to London, and we played a bunch of shows there for about a week. In 2012, during the same time as the Olympics. So that was the first kind of big thing that happened. Shortly after, we put out a 5-song EP called Turn It Up. The first single from the EP went to #1 on the Billboard charts.
Fantastic.
Stayed there for 5 weeks. Dropped down the charts, but it's still on the charts for about 29 weeks. My very first single on the radio ever, went to #1. The second single, Turn It Up, the title song, went to number 25. And then at the end of the year, we found out that that same song that went to #1 in the beginning of the year was nominated for a Soul Train Award for Best Contemporary Jazz. And here I am today. I've been able to open up for some of my idols like Kirk Whalum, band Cameo. Tonight, Howard Hewitt, and a bunch of other people that I've been able to share the stage with through, me doing music, and we've been traveling around the U.S. playing different festivals. We just did the Catalina Island Jazz Festival on Catalina Island, California, about last week actually. So yeah, it's been a blessing. 2 albums in.
And so now you walked away from the trumpet and decided to do the saxophone.
Yes.
Saxophone is your thing. What would you say to some young person out there who's inspiring to be a saxophone player? What's it like being in the business as a saxophone player? Is it hard to get work or what?
I think every instrument, every genre of music has its challenges. With me being an instrumental artist with no words, that's kind of the challenge I run into sometimes with fans, because some people feel like they want to listen to music with words. They don't see the point of listening to instrumental music. But there are also other people who say, every once in a while, I don't want to hear any words. I want to just listen to some instrumental music while I'm driving. But what I would say to any up-and-coming or aspiring artist is just to keep going. Repetition. They have the saying, practice makes perfect. Well, it really is true. And the more you do something, it doesn't matter how horrible you are. You can be the most awful saxophone player, trumpet player, whatever. If you keep doing it, you have no choice but to get better. And I study all the greats: Michael Jordan, Michael Jackson, James Brown, Prince, all those people. And one thing you know about them, if you listen to any interview, is that they were obsessed with their craft.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
And I mean, Jimi Hendrix, they said Jimi Hendrix would go to dates with his guitar. You know what I mean? So that's what I would say. Keep going.
When I was in high school, I was in the high school band. I played the trumpet. I'm sorry, excuse me, Mr. Tucker. I played the trombone, the baritone, and the bass too. And I got pretty good at it. But when I graduated high school, I couldn't find work as a bass tuba player.
Yeah.
I couldn't find work as a trombone player.
Yeah.
And so that's why you have to find out what your gift is early, what you love to do early. The reason why God gives you a gift that you enjoy doing is because you never get tired of doing it.
Right.
It's fun to you.
Yes.
What's fun to you may be hard for me. And so I want to congratulate you for finding your gift and
Thank
for
you.
sticking with it, man.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's always good to bring new artists to the show. I think this young man has a great career ahead of him. I'd like to see him come back. So we're gonna extend an open invitation to you to come back to the show.
Cool.
Kenn Coxx now.
Cool.
All right, thank
Sounds
you
good
so
to me.
much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Dallas, Fort Worth, and surrounding Metroplex, get ready for the hottest new nighttime entertainment show. I've searched all over the Metroplex looking for the hottest undiscovered talent, and guess what? They weren't hard to find. Even better, I'm bringing them straight to you. It's called Kenn Coxx, Catch a Rising Star. I've got singers, dancers, comedians, poets, bands, you name it, I got it. And you don't even have to leave your couch. And it's not the type of show where you boo people off stage or you vote people off and send them home brokenhearted. It's just hard-working entertainers working hard to entertain you. It's called Kenn Coxx, Catch a Rising Star, right here.